Welcome to Twerton Park for this fixture that both fans from Chippenham and from Bath City always look forward to. One of the first games people search for when the fixture list comes out in the summer. My name's Andrew Kerslake, and alongside me this afternoon I will have the excellent dulcet tones of Joe Acklam beside me. Good afternoon, Joe.
Good afternoon and Merry Christmas.
And the same to you. Well, as you can hear in the background, the two teams coming out onto the pitch. Joe, do you want to take us through the two sides?
Well, we'll go through Bath City first, whose captain will be Ryan Clark, starting goal, expecting sort of the 4-2-3-1 that Bath City like to field. Joe Rains, Dan Bowery, Dan Ball and Alex Hartridge as a back four, with Frankie Artis and Noah Chilvers behind Tom Smith in the midfield. A front forward three of Andy Watkins, Adam Mann and Ryan Brunt, as you said, leading the line. Substitutes this afternoon are Ross Stern, Harvey Wiles Richards, Sam Pearson, Tom Richards and Louis Britton. We're expecting a 3-5-2 for Chippenham this afternoon, with Will Puddy between the sticks. Most likely Kieran Parcell, Jay Fulston and Curtis McDonald the back three, with Reece Tyler, Callum Gunner, Luke Haynes, Tom Owen Evans and George Rigg across the midfield, with a front two of Dave Pratt and Chris Zabrowski. Their substitutes this afternoon are Harry Rutty, Nat Jarvis, Luke Hopper, Carnell Chambers and Ryan Case. Going through the final checks before we can get underway. Rigg standing over the ball, Chippenham packing out the sort of near side to us to try and presumably get some territory and launch an attack straight away. It's back to Luke Haynes. Haynes has kicked long out towards Joe Rains' side. He's come up with Zabrowski, and it's come off the head of the experienced forward and out for a Bath City throw very quickly. It's headed forwards by Owen Evans, flicked on by Pratt, comes forward, Zabrowski flicks it there. And it's now with Tom Owen Evans, who looks to volley from roughly 40 yards out, and it sails over Clark's goal. And here is Callum Gunner looking to come forwards. Tom Owen Evans knocks it back. Here's George Rigg, who's playing fairly central and looks to shoot again. Oh, that is an unbelievable strike from George Rigg. It flies into the top corner, and one of the many former Romans has got us underway this afternoon. Chippenham 1, Bath City 0.
Well, we were talking about the Tom Smith goal down at Eastbourne. That was very much the equivalent of it. Rigg just put a perfect curve on it. Thought at first that Clark had it covered, but it went in the top left-hand corner of his net. The City keeper not able to get to it, and with just 4 minutes gone, it's Chippenham open their account. Bath City 0, Chippenham time 1.
Right back to Clark. Clark will play forwards. Tom Smith and Luke Haynes, two men formerly of Swindon Town, chanting in the air. The ball comes forward. He's got sent Andy Watkins to the ground with a thump, and Bath City ball stopping play here, so Andy Watkins can be looked at. That looked nasty. There is Sam Pearson, who's back on. We'll be back underway with Will Puddy with a drop ball. All wide. Here's Gunner. Gunner standing up to Joe Rains, feints inside and goes there. Does look to shoot again. The ball deflects limply wide of the goal, but it is a corner kick to Chippenham. It will be a corner to be taken by Jay Fulston. It's going short and low, and it's come in towards Zabrowski, and there's a potential foul in there. A couple of half-hearted Chippenham calls for it, but they're coming forward now. Adam Mann, Tom Smith herring away on the far side. The ball has not come to him. Adam Mann is still going, but he's still got the ball here. Adam Mann looks to shoot, and he's got the post, and it's come away off Will Puddy. It's so close to the equaliser for Bath City there, and it can't quite be kept in by Noah Chilvers.
Well, that was unfortunate. That looked as if it was going in. Just rebounded back off the post. Couldn't get to the follow-up, and City, well, very nearly came back on level terms.
George Rigg flicks it on. There's Joe Rains. Here's Adam Mann, drops the ball off halfway inside the Chippenham half. Ryan Brunt gets his way past Luke Haynes, spins the ball out to the far side. Here's Pearson. Pearson looking to get away from Tyler. He's got the run around the outside of Hartridge. Hartridge was crossed towards the back post. It's Adam Mann, flicks it back across. Ryan Brunt! Ryan Brunt scores! 1-1. We are in for an absolute treat so far in the A4 derby. 2 goals after 11 minutes, and it's Ryan Brunt the scorer.
Well, we were saying at the start of it, it could be very tight. There may not be as many goals as in the past in it, but what do we know? 11 minutes gone, as Joe says, 2 goals there, and Ryan Brunt, probably one of the simplest goals he'll ever score, just having to poke it home from a couple of yards. Again, superb work both by Mann and Pearson leading up to that, but City already back on level terms.
Chippenham might have hoped to follow that a little bit longer than they have. Bath City, they've only gone forward a few times, but it looked absolutely devastating both of those occasions. Owen Evans looks to play towards the far side. Ryan Clark gets the punch, but he was knocked into it. It's played in by Reece Tyler, but it's a good recovery from Clark to get up and claim that ball.
But again, the same tactic, wasn't it? Plenty of players around Clark, almost trying to put him off his stride.
Do you know something I don't about Ryan Clark?
I think it's fairly obvious now. They're definitely targeting him.
There's Bowery off the back, plays it across the halfway line to Rains, who's darting forwards and then cuts inside Gunner nicely. He's found Noah Chilvers. Chilvers dribbling inside the penalty area. He's done well to get round the side. Parcell blocks his cross and the ball's played in by Rains. It's a bicycle kick attempt by Pearson. And it goes, loops over the bar, never really connected with it particularly truly. It was a brilliant piece of improvisation from the substitute.
I think it was one of those balls in where it's kind of too low to head, too high to normally control, so he went for the spectacular.
To win that header, but it comes forwards from Chippenham once again. Just a bit of head tennis exchanges in the middle. Zabrowski with a good challenge, but he's been nicked by Alex Hartridge. It'll be a free kick in a good area for Chippenham on the far side.
Oh, well, there is a card.
It's in fact a yellow card for Alex Hartridge.
A little unwise so early in a local derby to do that.
Well, it's come short anyway. Adam Mann bats it away. Tom Smith and Rigg will look to challenge for it, the two number 4s. It will be delivered eventually by Owen Evans. It's towards the back post, and it's over Ryan Clark. And Tom Owen Evans has scored the second Chippenham stunner of the game.
Well, certainly Clark wasn't expecting that. Came slightly forward. Owen Evans curved that ball, virtually going into the net at exactly the same place that Riggs did earlier on. But you have to wonder there why City didn't close him down a little bit earlier. But 21 minutes gone, Chippenham back in the lead. Chippenham 2, Bath City 1.
It's Tom Owen Evans that's got it to 21 minutes. I mean, we've questioned the targeting Ryan Clark, but once again he's crossed deep, just looping in at the back post. No one gets a touch. No one did. It's gone all the way over Clark. And it's a brilliant hit by Tom Owen Evans. Will come out to the near side. It's well tackled from Rains, and that is a clear grab on him by Parcell. Bath City will have the free kick 10 yards into the Chippenham half.
Yes, it's interesting, the referee very quick to book Hartridge, but nothing doing there with Parcell, just walking away from this.
Bath City, a lot of bodies on the edge of the penalty area. It's short to Tom Smith, who can't quite bring it under his control. It's out here to Owen Evans, can't quite get beyond. Here is Chilvers, down the right-hand side, in a good position to cross. He's beyond Gunner and does, but it just bounced up and he's hit it against Parcell. And it will be a Bath City corner, their first of the afternoon. Chilvers looks to whip it in from this near side, and outswing corner towards the back post. Ryan Brunt's gone over his head and breaks into the centre. Will be looked to come away for Zabrowski. It's a dirty challenge from Frankie Artis, which brings the striker to the floor, and I think he will be booked for it.
Yeah, I think that's well justified. Frankie Artis definitely late there, and already we have 2 City players then on yellow cards with only 26 minutes of this game gone.
His ball, playing the ball out from the back towards the far side. Archer skips across the halfway line, plays a 1-2 of Smith. It can't quite come to him, but it does come for Sam Pearson, looking to drive inside using his pace and keeps going there. Looks to clip out towards the near side. Rains has made a good run into space. He's got Falston for company. He's in towards the nip post. It's just too far away from Sam Pearson to get a touch on. Bath City win the ball back again. Bowery looking to run forward, gets down the side. Zabrowski's covering him. It's across towards the far post towards Pearson. It's headed behind by Tyler. It'll be a Bath City corner once again.
City at the moment looking so much better when they go forward.
Bit of space for Adam Mann on the edge of the penalty area. He's used it, come to him, it won't quite fall for him. He hits it against Owen Evans, back out. And get beyond Tyler, just skimming away from him there. Chilvers, he's keep going, he slips in the box, definitely not a penalty. It's come for Pearson and it's gone away. Bath City challenging in the box there with Bowery. Rigg completes the clearance up towards Pratt. Grant gets off the knockdown though. Coming forward, it's out to this near side. Joe Rains on the edge of the penalty area, looks to shoot, hits against Falston. And Bath City keep the ball though with Rains. Off of the deflection is Tom Smith. Smith on the near side, failing one way, gets the cross in, hits against Falston. It's got away by the Chippenham left back. Bath City with the ball back once again. Bowery driving away from Zabrowski, plays it square to ball. Inside Bath City's half, plays out towards the far side. Sam Pearson flicks it away, looking to use his legs, and he nixes beyond McDonald as well. He's brought to ground. A clear Bath City free kick there.
Well, that's almost certainly going to be a yellow card. Pearson just chopped down there as he was running towards goal.
Brunt flicks it down. They haven't quite Managed to find Tom Smith once again. Here's Pearson, got space to move into. Running towards the edge of the box. Haynes shepherds in wide. Here is Brunt. Brunt on the edge of the box. Just buying himself a bit of time for runners, and he does eventually just look to shoot, but it can't quite fall to the head of Thomas Smith, and it's behind.
Yeah, just wide of Paddy's left-hand post.
And Man will be the taker this time. He can swing that ball underneath the crossbar. It's played right into the middle of the box, and it comes away. Here's Dan Ball, looks to shoot, it's deflected away, but it's out for another corner to Bath City. Here's Adam Mann looking to swing the ball in again, one arm raised. Plays it towards the back post this time. Puddy looks to come up to get it. He's flapped at it, and the ball just about rolls back into his arms. There's a crowd of about 4 Bath City players around him. Couldn't quite get a touch on the ball. And there is Fulston, who flicks it over Tom Smith. There's a few cries from Chippenham shirts there for a foul by Tom Smith, but I think it'd be very harsh to give it away. There's a high foot there from, I think it's George Regan against Adam Mann, who for the second time today goes to ground. Luke Haynes being called over to the referee. Just a talking to from the referee. So,
and as you can probably hear,
yes.
A popular decision.
Noah Chilvers towards the edge of the penalty area. Tom Smith pinning towards the back post, headed away by Zabrowski. And will be Pearson chasing out towards the far side to collect it. Comes away, he's inside Tyler. Still coming though, back heels it to Frankie Artis. Artis with a bit of space, looks to cross. It's a decent ball into the middle towards the near post. It's come for Hartridge. Hartridge can't quite get it out to Chilvers. It's played away by Owen Evans, only as far as Joe Rains on the halfway line. Coming forward, smashes it high into the air. Towards Puddy. Puddy punches, not particularly convincingly. A few shouts there as he went over the top of Ryan Brunt, but I don't think you're ever going to get that against a goalkeeper. Frankie Artis knocks it towards the far side. Here's Sam Pearson, trying to get away in the box here. Trickery of feet, but it's run away from him by Tyler. Here's Joe Range in the centre circle, can't quite wriggle away. Here is Tom Owen Evans. Here's Pratt. Pratt, his quick feet get him away from Chilvers, floats it out towards the far side, and Zabrowski's away from Hartridge there, looks to play it across. It comes off Hartridge. Owen Evans is a brilliant save by Ryan Clark. Got across so quickly to prevent it being 3-1. Gives it inside to Frankie Artis, just inside his own half, switches it out to Hartridge. Hartridge's got room to run into. It's George Rigg to cover across. Pearson, he's inside Tyler. It's a great run. Cuts it back to the edge of the penalty area. Adam Mann to Pearson, and it's got away by Parcell. Bath City with the ball back though once again. A chance to create another opportunity. Dan Ball. Ball to Artis. Artis, all 11 Chippenham players behind the ball at the moment. To Hartridge. Hartridge inside. Adam Mann out towards that far side. Gives it back to Ball. Artis, Bath City prying this way and that, trying to open up a gap in this very rigid Chippenham Town defence. There's Joe Rains, Rains to Bowery. Bowery running inside between the two centre forwards, and he's coming forwards here, Bowery. Bowery with a worldly run towards the edge of the penalty area now. There's Pearson on the far side, needs to get away, but he's just poked behind the goal. And it will be a goal kick. Bath City not at all pleased, but yes, in fact, can change to a corner.
Yep. Referee originally signalling a goal kick and then changing his mind to a corner with looks of astonishment.
Try and have a bit of composure. Here's Pearson. Pearson with Hartridge got outside him. He has used the Exeter City loan. He whips it towards the near post and it's headed away by McDonald. Hartridge wins it back though. Looks to get it across once again from Ryan Brunt. But he couldn't quite get enough contact on it to send it into the back of the net.
Now, Brunt alleging there it was the defender that touched the ball. He certainly didn't get to it. Referee not deciding in his favour, and it's going to be a goal kick.
Played out to this near side. Joe Rains has got some space to run into with only Jay Fulston for company. Gives it inside. Adam Mann feints across, but Haynes stabs it away. There's Alex Hartridge. Hartridge to Pearson. Pearson has Tom Smith coming short to him, but likes to run at defenders and gets beyond Tyler. Clips it into the middle. It's come away. It's an improvised effort from Joe Rains off the back of his foot, but Will Puddy was equal to it.
Yes, City doing well there. Both Rains and Brunt together. Rains just flicking that ball and Puddy going down and holding on to it as if his very life depended.
Here is Dan Ball. Ball switches the ball across towards Brunt once again, who's battling with Fulston, can't quite get a foot on it. Rains is covering around the side, but ball's out. And that is half-time. Bath City 1, Chippenham 2. Two absolutely stunning goals from Chippenham have them in front of the halfway stage of the A4 derby. Here is Chilvers. Chilvers' turn. He's been given a bit of space to move into before gives it forward to Pearson, who's sent to ground by McDonald, and here's a free kick to Bath City. Here is Chilvers looking to deliver the ball to the back post. It's gone there. Tom Smith, and it's just raised over the top of the bar. He did so well, this midfield magician, but he couldn't quite divert it into the back of the net.
Yeah, Ryan Brunt going to ground, appealing there for a free kick. It went over his head, and Smith coming in just really couldn't quite get his foot underneath the ball as he wanted to do.
Well, here is Hartridge, who gives it wide to Pearson. Pearson just hucking the touchline before looking to come inside with his mazy run, clipping the ball into the middle. It's come away from Parcell, and as far as Hartridge, who looks to get beyond Haynes and gets it in, but well taken by Will Puddy. Falls harmlessly to Bowery, up the line to Adam Mann, who looks to let it run, but asking a lot of himself there as Parcell cuts across for putting the ball into the popular stand, and Bath City have a throw in 10 yards from the edge of the penalty area, all of which Joe Rains has taken away by walking it up the line. Joe Rains will look to hit towards Ryan Brunt with his long throw. Bowery coming short, but that won't be the target. Long throw in towards the middle. Adam Mann, it's flicked on and out behind for a corner kick to Bath City off the head of McDonald.
First of the second period, and 7th of the game overall for Bath City.
The players around Puddy, a few on the edge of the penalty area. Looks to get in towards that near post, headed away by Rigg. Rigg as far as Chilvers. Chilvers gets the ball and turns. Still coming there. Noah Chilvers looks to shoot and it deflects away off a crowd of bodies. Now for another Bath City corner. It will be Adam Mann again in towards the centre of the box. It's right on the goal line there. And it's eventually headed over the top. I think Puddy sort of punching it against Dan Ball before it looped over the top of his goal. Dan Ball. Pearson shapes forward to the near side. He's eventually used, but it's cut out nicely by Rhys Tyler looking to come forward. Sam Pearson couldn't quite get back on him, and he's still going. Rhys Tyler across the halfway line now, giving out towards the far side. There's intercepted before it finds its way to Zabrowski. There's Bowery to Pearson. Pearson gives it back to Chilvers. Crosses the halfway line on the far side, looks in towards Tom Smith, who spins it straight to Ryan Brunt, who chests it back to the Colchester loanee Noah Chilvers. It's looked to be switched towards Pearson, but it's gone over his head. But Artridge is coming round the outside on the side of the penalty box, plays it in. Adam Mann! 2-all! We're all square once again. A fantastic volley from Adam Mann as the ball drops in the penalty area, and we're all square in the A4 derby.
Yeah, that looks so simple. Hartridge getting forward as he has done so much in this match. Ball into the box, and it landed right in front of Mann. Absolutely no mistake, he didn't have to move, just a stab shot forward, and Puddy getting nowhere near it. So that brings it back on level terms, and you feel now that City really need to press forward now.
Yeah, Bath have really come out second half. They've looked a lot better since the restart. They've controlled the game. Chippenham haven't really gotten forward at any stage. And Bath City have put them to the sword, and it's 2-all. Tom Smith runs across, he finds Adam Mann on the edge of the penalty area with a throw in. It's back, and it's not a great pass to Arsus. And it's given away to Dave Pratt going forwards. It's a lovely chop inside from Owen Evans. Plays out towards the far side. There's Zabrowski. Zabrowski with Joe Rains for company, skips beyond, looking to get towards the byline. Zabrowski plays it across towards Pratt, and it's gotten away by Ryan Clark. Here's Pearson on the near side, looking to get beyond Tyler, and does this time before being brought to the ground. And there will be a free kick to Bath City. I think we could see yellow for Tyler.
Yep, and the referee had already spoken to him once before. So, and a red card. He's been sent off. So,
I've already been booked. The Chippenham Town right back, and this is all unravelling rather quickly for the Bluebirds in the second half. 55 minutes played. Rhys Tyler has been sent off. Played across now is Chilvers. Chilvers to Joe Rains, who will get away from Owen Evans. And gives it back inside. Here is Adam Mann, looks to shoot from distance, and it's been a day for it, and it's sort of bouncing wide. It's a deflection on the edge of the penalty area, and Bath City have a corner.
Yep, they're 9th of the game so far. Chippenham just 3, all of them very early on in that first half.
It's played short by Pearson to Chilvers. Chilvers can't quite escape Gunner, but he's looking to wriggle down the side. Gunner wins the ball back and heads it away, but only as far as Tom Smith on the edge of penalty area, urged to shoot, looking to find the space, couldn't quite do so. Adam Mann hits it against Gunner. It's played away now. Tom Smith about 20 yards from goal, looking for a bit of space, finds it out wide to Ryan Brunt in the corner of the box. Any inch to put this ball across. Brunt hits it against his defender McDonald, only as far as Adam Mann, who looks to hit it in. It's deflected behind by Kieran Parcell, and that's 10 corners for the game for Bath City. All played long, Rigg and Pearson chasing, and Pearson gets there first. Rigg doing very well to hinder Sam Pearson's movements. He's just looking to wriggle away. It's a quick stop and turn. He's been brought down. Hartridge had an advantage, but it's a free kick given to Bath City instead.
Yeah, I think Bath City will feel that the referee there should have allowed play to go on. Brunt coming over, vehement in his protestations.
Tom Owen Evans, the goal scorer, scored that sort of looping cross in at the back post, will be sacrificed for Carnell Chambers. In about 65 minutes on Boxing Day. Bath City 2, Chippenham 2. Joe Rains finds Chilvers about 30 yards from goal, shaped one way, looks to shoot, but can't keep it down, flies into that netting behind Will Puddy's goal. Ryan Case, traditionally a right back, but once again a bit like Rigg, can cover all over the field, and I think will come in the centre of midfield. We're alluding to not wanting to press too high up the field. Artis gives it wide towards Pearson. It's well intercepted by Rigg. He's left to get Hartridge down the side. Rigg covering across it, gets into the middle, and it's acrobatic take from Will Puddy. Barry moving his way forwards. We are going to see Louis Britton before too long. Ball played forwards. Bowery plays a 1-2 with Rains. His pass doesn't quite come to man, and Parcell covers across. Looks to clear that ball long up the line. It's over the head of Pratt, and Bath City have the ball back once again with their central defenders. Here's Artis in the centre circle. He's got a man on the near side. He's looking to come forward. His pass to Tom Smith wasn't the best, and Zabrowski can get it away. Dave Pratt charging a lone furrow up front at the moment. He's looking to get down the side to Dan Ball. Here, Dave Pratt chips it towards the back post. Zabrowski! And his header loops over the top of the bar, and it's a Bath City goal kick.
Tactical substitution rather than, I think, than anything that Chilvers has done. Was it Chilvers? No,
They had number 9
it's
on
Artis.
forward. It's Frankie Artis has come
Yeah.
off. Chilvers switches the play across to Bowery. He's got space to move into, as he likes to do. Comes in. There is Brunt. Gets the ball and turns. Turning circle of a pretty large vehicle, but gives it back to Tom Smith on the edge of the penalty area. Looks to shoot. Tom Smith parried away by Puddy, and it's looked to be cleared once again. Sterner's dashed particularly quickly down the touchline there as he was going to warm up. McDonald is pulled by Britton. It will be a free kick to Chippenham, just inside the Bath City half.
And a yellow card for Britton.
Not long after coming on there, Louis Britton. Ryan Clark plays it short to Bowery. He's trotting forwards from the back before giving it sideways to Tom Smith, who still had little effect on this one. Looking to come forward here. Coming forward, he's still chasing there. Joe Rains, 3-2! It was a great run through the middle and a great stab into the top corner, and Bath City have turned it around.
Well, that was absolutely classic Joe Rains. Good ball control as he ran forward, and elected to shoot at exactly the right time. Carved his way through the defence, and as we were saying earlier on, it really required a player to make that kind of move if City were going to get that equaliser. And doing really well there. We've just 12 minutes to go here at Twerton Park, and it's Bath City 3, Chippenham Town 2.
We've seen a couple of times Chippenham a bit susceptible to run straight down the middle. Joe Rains has taken full advantage, going straight through the middle of Chippenham before prodding it beyond Will Puddy, and Chippenham, for all their time wasting, find themselves behind with about 12 minutes to play at Twerton Park, and the 10 men are going to have to try and do something here particularly special to get anything from Twerton Park. Another former Bath City player, it's hard not to be, from the bench at this stage. Nathaniel Jarvis will come on for Dave Pratt, who I think has run his fair old race out there so far this afternoon. Falston with the ball in his hands. Carnell Chambers finds a bit of space, running inside here. Chambers has got Rigg coming forwards. He's got to him on the edge of the penalty area, but his shot is not equal to those of the first half from distance from Chippenham, and it sails wide of the goal. Forward to Ryan Brunt, forced backwards by Parcell. Out to Adam Mann, he's got Rains looking to overlap him. Could they put this to bed now? Joe Rains galloping round the side. His cross is far too close to Will Puddy. We are going to see Tom Smith now removed for Tom Richards. A straight swap in the middle of midfield, probably giving a little bit more legs to the team in defence. Headed forwards by Rigg, but only as far as Tom Richards. Adam Mann's got some space if he uses him, and he does, inside the centre circle now. Adam Mann darting forwards. He's got one for company. He's breezing beyond. Adam Mann slips, and Will Puddy gets across, pushes it wide. It's the Bath City corner.
I think Puddy might have collected that.
Adam Mann rolls it short to Ryan Brunt, who you'd imagine will look to hold it using his sizable frame and bulk. He's actually spun round Jay Falston there. There's a chance he wants it. Ball's to the edge of the penalty area. Tom Richards, his touch wasn't the best, but he does make space for it, and it's saved by Will Puddy. Well, here is Britton. Louis Britton looking for a bit of space, darting away from Case, and he's still going. Skips away from Falston out towards that right-hand side. Hits it against Case, and Adam Mann will let that ball roll out of play. And who scored the decisive goal at the moment, goes across to take the throw, and Rains skipping beyond. There's Brunt holding that ball in the corner once again, gets it across, and it's in now. Louis Britton will shoot, and it deflects behind for a corner kick. And I think this will be just about the last play of the afternoon. It'll be short by Mann to Brunt. Referee watching on. There's no real signs of bringing the whistle to his lips at the moment. The ball gets out, deflects back to Adam Mann, who will run towards the corner. Falston is going to have to take it off Adam Mann if he's going to get it back. He hits it against Falston, but it doesn't go out of play. Chambers back to Falston. Ball still in the corner. Gunner gets it clear towards Zabrowski, but the ball coming away. It won't quite fall for Bath City. The ball poked out towards the near side. Sam Pearson does keep it in play, and that is it. Bath City win the A4 derby. It was looking like it wouldn't go that way at half-time. They were 2-1 down, but 2 second-half goals have given Bath City all 3 points on Boxing Day and a 3-2 win.
Yeah, I think it would be fair to say that in the end, form told, and Bath City certainly the possessor of that at the moment. They did struggle at times in this match, and I think those 2 early goals for Chippenham, one from Rigg on 4 minutes and the second from Owen Evans on 21 minutes, really rocked them. They managed to get back on level terms through Mann when he hit the post on 11 minutes, and then Mann again drawing level in the start of the second half to make it 2-2. But Joe Rains, local lad, local hero, on 78 minutes, wrapping up all the points for Bath City. And then, of course, they will have to go again on New Year's Day, with just Hampton and Richmond in the way between them. Just if we have a look at the top of the table, it's Wealdstone still on top, of course, played 20, and they've got 44 points. Slough pulled up, also played 20, only 4 behind them now on 40. Bath up to third place. They've played 2 more games than either Slough or Wealdstone on 39. Havant and Waterlooville, of course, have dropped away. They're 4 games behind Bath City in terms of the number of matches played, and you feel if there's a lot more rain, they'll be in trouble. Down at the bottom of the league, it's still Tonbridge and Hungerford that occupy those bottom slots. So City keep their run going. They keep their run going here at Twerton Park. A successful afternoon. Thank you very much for being with us. If you can't get to Hampton and Richmond on Saturday, do join us. And then on New Year's Day, it's the away leg of the A4 doubleheader, this time at Chippenham.